Women, please, please, please listen to older women here on TikTok. We are all waking up to the games that men play on us. We're waking up in massive numbers. If you listen to us, the older women here on TikTok, we will tell you the truth about what's really going on so that you're not delusional, so that you don't get taken advantage of like other women. And in case anything does happen, you're not left in a really terrible position or a worse one than you started.
She's talking about there is this book out there on what men don't want women to know, and she's been reacting on it, and she's trying to chip into giving her advice. It's all about where this book claimed that men have two states: loaded, which means they are sexually aroused, and unloaded, which means they are calm. When loaded, men are described as predatory and disgusting, often saving and getting pleasures from women's social media photos. So this lady right here is trying to sensitize women out there that they should be mindful of what they post out there, because they may be technically prostitutes without even knowing. So let's continue to listen to what she's got to say, then I'll give my reaction.
Anything does happen, you're not left in a really terrible position or a worse one than you started. You have to realize something, that men are deeply programmed to want access to your body and to have something on their arm. The game of love is a lie that we've been sold, but it's just romance. It's just sexual. It has nothing to do with love. We've misconstrued this with love because we've been told fairy tale lies, Cinderella and Disney movies. But that's not what's really going on, and that's not what men will ever tell you is really going on or what they're truly after. So please don't throw your whole life away for a man who is lying to you. He needs access to your body, and that's all he really wants. They will waste a lot of your time to make sure that they get access to your body, because they really enjoy that activity, and meanwhile they don't. Women really don't. So make sure that they're investing in you, paying your bills, putting cash in your hand, so that way if they leave, you didn't get the raw end of the deal. And make sure that you also always have your money, your own money, separate from his, in your own bank account. Because if God forbid he does leave you, you need to have a way to make money. And do not look after you. When you're older, nobody really looks after you, but older women here on TikTok, we're trying to tell you the truth. Our moms couldn't tell you this because they were surrounded by their husbands. We were constantly surrounded by men, but now we can talk here on TikTok. And also your mothers couldn't even get a bank account. They were in a very bad position. They had to smile and stay small, but now we can be loud. And we're telling the younger women, don't play with little boys who just want access to your body and to waste your time. Find a real man who invests in you and takes actions to make your life better. There's men out there who make 200 plus a year. You should only be dating them. And if they don't have that kind of money, they should be focusing on their money and you should be focusing on yours. It's a waste of time to date a little boy. Calling, texting, dating, it's a waste of time. They are wasting your time. You could be spending it on talents, getting your education, working on your career, and helping your family. It's a little complicated, the games that they've been running on us. The words that they use are highly manipulative. And even then, they even think that their lies are justified, that treating women like an object, wasting our time, is an okay thing to do. But please take into consideration what older women are trying to tell you here. Some of us had to learn the hard way, and we don't want you to make the same mistake.
Would y'all like to see how perverted and how disgusting and how sick men are? Because I don't think you ladies actually understand how perverted men are. I think you ladies think when we say men who watch porn, or I think y'all ladies think it's a joke when we say men will date you to get close to your child. I think y'all ladies take a lot of what we say about men and y'all say it's not all men. Is it not?
Posting revealing photos online, even unintentionally, can be exploited by some types of men. Or she also advises women to listen to older women on social media who are trying to educate younger women about male behavior. And she was discussing how some men may only be interested in women for how they make the man look rather than genuine connection, which causes and she was saying this in relation to the book, which definitely she was saying this in relation to the book What Men Don't Want Women to Know, which cautions women to be wary of men's intentions and to ensure men are investing in their financially and to ensure men are investing in them financially and emotionally. And she cites the example of there is this example of this rapper Bad Barbie making millions on OnlyFans with her customers being men. Maybe it's knowingly or unknowingly, but those are the kind of things that she's trying to warn ladies about. And in the book, it argues that men often use tactics like gaslighting and testing women to avoid responsibility when losing interest. And it was, well, the lady is trying to suggest that many men's sexual knowledge comes from the problematic sources like pornography, which leads to poor bedroom performance. Overall, I would like to say that the video really paints a very negative and distrustful view of male sexuality and behavior towards women. I don't know about you. What's your thoughts in the comment section below? Does this fully depict the nature of a man's sexuality? No, especially when it comes to sex towards women. Does the book really bring out the full nature of man as a whole? Because in my reading, it doesn't seem to just say some men. It's like generalizing, which means if it were a census, then it should be like, what's the percentage? 70% of men, 80% of men are like this. But it seems it was just generalizing. So I'd like to know your thoughts in the comment section below. And ladies, have you experienced some things like this? Or have you been doing some things that this has opened your eyes like, oh, yeah, it definitely seemed that was the case. It seemed I've seen some weird things like, yeah, I've received some weird comments in my inbox when I posted my bikini pictures. So I'd like to know your thoughts and let's share it together. But in general, I'll agree with one thing. Be mindful of what you share out there. You may be doing it unintentionally, but yeah, I do know both genders. People may use your photos for weird things. So thanks for tuning into the Black Coffee Podcast. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.